Well, temperatures are finally moving in the right direction for Bermuda grass, so I figured now's a great time to show you guys the state of the lawn, as well as talk about my plans for this upcoming season. In the off season, I haven't been able to mow as much as I normally like to, but I have been able to do some things that are pretty productive. I had a couple of issues with drainage on my lawn where whenever I got a really heavy rain, water would wash mulch out of the front mulch beds and also out of this side one here and create a big mess on the lawn as far as putting a ton of mulch that I then have to pick up every time before I mowed. So what I did was went to Home Depot, got some of that drainage tubing. I'll show you guys that right here. That I installed, so now I'm able to divert the water from there onto the driveway, which is a much better solution, as you guys can see. So the water dumps out there and I no longer have issues with mulch running all over the lawn, and it saves me time. So now once soil temps get above 65 degrees, I'm going to overseed the lawn again with Arden 15. You know, I want to finish out the seeding project that I started last year to really get even coverage. You can almost see, guys, the areas of the lawn near the patio, and then also out towards the rock area where there's also a tinge of green. That's the Arden 15. And this center section here just didn't do so well. So my goal is to oversee the entire thing, because you know, guys, you know how I am. I'm not just gonna do the middle, I'm gonna do the entire thing, right? To try and get better coverage. At the same time as I do that, I'm gonna top dress the lawn. The one thing you guys may have noticed in the top dressing work that I did last year when we did Alex's lawn is I was able to top dress this part of the lawn, like I was able to do right here. I was also able to do over the back of the patio. But this section here in the middle, I ran out of sand. So I didn't have enough sand to do this section. And it may not be visually apparent to you guys, but this section in the center here is definitely rougher than here and here. So the idea is I'm just gonna do a top dress of the entire thing one more time, try and get that golf course lawn fairway look. You know, never happy, never satisfied, always trying to push and get the lawn as good as possible. So that's the plan. Of course, I'm gonna film it. You guys are gonna be able to come along for the ride and see everything that happens, the overseeding, the top dressing, all of it. Other news on the lawn is that the neighbors are putting in a pool. You can kind of see some of the flags they put in here. And what's gonna happen is the fence line is going to run like here and all the way over by the rocks. You guys can have a shot of that. And what that means for me, guys, I need your help with this, is I'm not gonna be able to get the Greensmaster probably down in here like I was in the past, or the True Cut. So what I need are some options for getting in between the rocks and you know, this little sloped area here. It's not gonna be very big, but I just don't think either mower, either True Cut or the Greensmaster is gonna work anymore. Also in the off season, for those of you guys that are diehards and watching everything on the channel, you probably saw that live stream that I did on trimming the shrubs. I was having an issue where these three guys here, these little culprits, were causing a shade problem. So I took the hedge trimmer to it in a major way, cut them back quite a bit, and then I applied PGR to them to try and keep them from growing back as quickly. I'm gonna keep PGR on them most of the season to try and slow down on how often I have to do it. So we'll see how that works out. I think that's gonna be a you know, a good thing towards helping the grass do well in those areas, because shade, as you know, is the enemy of Bermuda grass. Onto the hardware. So the nice folks at Jerry Pate have given me my Greensmaster back. She's all cherried up, all shiny, looking good, ready to take on this season. They even went ahead, and if you look here where the axle is, they were so nice, they even went in and they broke those axle bolts loose for me, and they wrote on there loosen, the direction to loosen it, so which is really nice. If I want to do that now going forward, I can pull the drive tires off and the axles off, so I can get up a little closer to the rocks than I have been able to in the past. And then the True Cut, that one still has to go in for service. I'm probably gonna scalp here the next week or two with it, and then it will go in, and the Stihl Combi will go in. Both of those guys still need to go in for service, but there's no point in putting a nice edge on a real mower if you're gonna go scalp and mess it all up. So those two guys still need to go in to get some work done. As far as what I'm gonna be doing for fertilization, it's gonna be the similar thing as last season. If you guys are following the channel last season, you know that I did a combination of granular fertilizer as my main nitrogen source, and then use liquid, both as a liquid fertilization to supplement the nitrogen and also as a micronutrient. So I'm gonna do the same thing this season. The products that I'm gonna be using, I'm switching it up. I'm going away from Brand Supreme Green because you guys can never get it. And I'm going to the Turfplex 22-3 from BioPro. That's what I'm gonna be running. And then the Release Zero from Miramichi Green, because you guys know I love my liquid carbon. I gotta have my carbon, man. I mean, I attribute a lot of how the lawn looked last year to the introduction of a consistent carbon program. So I'm not changing that up. Every time I put down the Turfplex, some Release Zero is gonna go down along with it. And then as you guys saw there, I've got like a small bag of R15 seed. I'll have to order more of that because obviously we need more than 5 pounds or whatever that is to be able to do my lawn. Now, I realize that you guys are not gonna do all this stuff, but the idea of showing you all this is that you might pick like one or two things that I'm doing, maybe top dressing, and maybe you're gonna start spraying your fertilizer instead of like only doing granular this season. So my goal is not to necessarily say to do everything that I'm doing, but to pick some parts of interest that you might be concerned with and incorporate that into your lawn care program so you can improve your lawn. That's my goal. As always, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think I should do about that back lawn area, because I'm gonna have to figure out some way to be able to cut that, and the mowers aren't gonna do the job anymore. So leave me a comment about that. Let me know what your plans are for the upcoming season. And also, if you want an even more direct answer to your questions, guys, I host a live stream on Friday nights at 7 p.m. You should absolutely join in on that if you want. You get your questions answered live, and I also share some other ways for you to be able to contact me. So I definitely look forward to interacting with you guys if you're interested in that. That's all I have, guys. I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day.